In other words, a person can be generous, right, even if they have no money to give. Like they don't own anything. But the sifa, the attribute of generosity is within him or within her. Given the chance, they will be the most generous of people, right? And someone who has billions and gives away hundreds of thousands, we may not call that generous, even though in terms of quantitatively, it's way more than the guy who has nothing, but qualitatively, that's not the character trait that we see, right? So al-akhlaq doesn't mean how you react or the circumstances presented before you, but it means who you are inside, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was the creator before He created anything. Does Allah need to create something to be known as the creator? Was He not al-khaliq qabla an yakhluq? Was He not the creator before anything was around? Was He not al-Rahman wal-Rahim wal-Malik al-Quddus wal-Muhaymin? Wasn't He all of those names before He had something to be merciful to, before He had something to create, before He had something to show His lutf to? Was He not all of those things? Is that not an example for us to follow in our own way? So should I not be generous? Should I not be merciful? Should I not be courageous? All those things even before the opportunity arises, before I can show those things? Should I not be spending my life trying to implement and inculcate those attributes within me? Isn't that a worthwhile endeavor? Isn't that what this is all about? Right? So it's not about reaction, it's not about retribution, it's not about let's get ours in, it's not about any of those things. That's all nonsense from the dunya. Right? All of this vying and competition over like crumbs coming off the table, that's not who we are. We're so much more than that. We could be so much bigger than that, right? People want to, in the modern context now, what's going on around us, they want to reduce us to, kind of this special interest group, and that, we're stuck in this pigeonhole in this little corner, and everything about Muslims become a security issue, or, an issue of radicalization and so forth. I want to move beyond that. We're so much more than that, right? We've got so much more to offer than this. So we need to get started and, from our perspective, work on ourselves and move our way up and get past these little issues that are kind of bringing us down, and then, hopefully, you'll see a flourishing, you'll see a flowering of the potential that we really, not just for Muslims, but to the whole world, what we can show them, right? There was a time when the whole world was amazed and bewildered by Muslims, right? Completely taken aback by all of the things that they were able to do. And they were centuries ahead of everybody else in many of the things that they had, right? But now we're just trailing because we forgot who we are, right? We think what they got is what we want, right? لا يغرنكم تقلب الذين كفروا في البلاد متاع قليل ثم مأواهم جهنم وبئس المهاد. Do not be deluded, right? تقلب الذين, their تقلب, right? They made iPhones, they made jet planes, they made trains, they did this, and so we're all bewildered by all of this technological prowess and progress, as if that's kind of, the crux of humanity. Don't be bewildered by any of that stuff. All that is fani, right? All of that is nothing. It goes away, right? And at the end, it doesn't mean anything. But what it means is if you left behind human beings, you left behind civilizations, right, that are continuous and sustainable, that produce spiritually balanced, emotionally, mentally balanced human beings who bring good to the world, that's the greatest accomplishment. And the only people who've ever done that is us. The only people who've really ever done that, I shouldn't say us, our predecessors. They were able to do that. That is the greatest gift to humanity, that they're able to bring that. And I think we need to reorient ourselves towards that, and then we too can be, a participant in bringing that gift to humanity, inshallah. So.